Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc. I'm a music composer for games and we're listening to more Touhou music today. This one is Kobito of the Shining Needle. Let's go. This is from Touhou 14, by the way. Very tense right away. Oh, okay. Chromatic ascent. Interesting. Interesting. Look how he keeps rising. This is right away. Wow. Right away, very tense. More tense than usual, I would say, for Touhou. Oh, wow. Whoa, what a larger than life kind of melody. Oh. Okay, Zumpets. Interesting. Guys. Right? Oh yeah, the crazy piano. He's introducing like all the essential aspects, the essential ingredients of a Touhou song. Crazy piano, fast drums, Zumpets. But even that being said, I feel like this is an outlier of a Touhou song. It sounds so larger than life and so large in scale, and it sounds epic. You know, Touhou music is usually very playful, laid back, cheerful, sounds low stakes, right? Touhou music, even when you're fighting these crazy yokai bosses, the music tends to be playful and not to take itself too seriously. Right away in this track, I mean, we saw right away him doing this kind of stuff. We're used to seeing in Touhou chromatic descents, right? This kind of stuff. We see that all the time. I think it's the first time I'm seeing a chromatic ascent. Is this kind of ascent that you do with all adjacent notes in the keyboard? It sounds so tense. It sounds like such a buildup of urgency, of tension. And then after that, the melody that he introduced sounds so epic and larger than life, like grand in scale. It sounds like this is a momentous kind of situation. Why this boss specifically has such a larger than life and epic theme? That's usually not the case. Interesting. But I'm gonna show you the chromatic ascent, and then we're gonna examine the epic melody. I want to understand why it sounds so epic. What's so different about this boss? Yeah, listen. It's gonna repeat it. I'm gonna show you again. Yeah, it starts here. Crazy, right? Such a build-up of it sounds intimidating, right? Sounds intimidating, like you're up against something. Okay. Yeah, I have some ideas about what's making this sound so epic and larger than life. I'm gonna show you. Check this out, guys. Check this out. Very intriguing harmony. There's some elements here that make it sound so important, right? So momentous. Really cool. What makes this sequence special is particularly the last chords of each repetition, because this stuff here at the core of the sequence, this stuff is normal for Touhou, right? This is what we came to know here in the channel as the Touhou sequence. It's just the straight up chords that he uses in every single song. But he bamboozles us by the end of the sequence by introducing these different chords, especially this one at the end of the first sequence. This is a tense chord, but this little transition that he does here, instead of going straight into the tense chord, he does this little transition here first, right? Again, emphasizing this kind of chromatic ascent that he has been doing, right? It sounds more dramatic than just going straight into a tense chord like this. And then at the very end, when he repeats this again, and the last chord is this, an unexpected happy chord, right? Unexpected happy chord. A happy chord that was not supposed to be here. It sounds so heroic. And here's the thing. Zune usually uses unexpected happy chords at the end of the Touhou sequence, but not this one. Not this one. Usually not this one. This one sounds a lot more magical and like fairy tale like. It sounds heroic and epic and larger than life. Feels magical, right? Feels supernatural. And speaking of supernatural, the whole track up to this point has had these synths. Where is it? Yeah, this. Can you hear it? That to me gives a sense of sci-fi to this, a sense of supernatural, right? A sense of something otherworldly. Why does this boss feel so much larger? Than usual, I wonder. It feels like the sense of scale is massive this time. It feels like this battle is more important than usual. Am I onto something, or is it just Zune just composing whatever he feels like? Check this out. Super magical, momentous score. Yeah, and again, a surprising chord. He keeps using very unusual chords. Oh! Dude, even in this part, listen to the attack notes. Oh! Okay. He's doing the same sequence that I showed you, but in another key. He changed the key. Sounds so magical, this sequence, right? Man, the piano going crazy. Oh, he's building up. He's just repeating this over and over and building up. Now the kick drum is building anticipation. This is gonna explode into something. Cool. Yeah, I actually wanted to talk about this. He repeated this part here with the attack notes. Do you know what attack notes are? Attack notes is what we call, in the classical music world, people usually call it staccato. It's these short, forceful notes like bam, 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 bam. You can create an effect of a lot of aggression, a lot of impact with notes like that. And again, it emphasizes what I've been saying, that this seems to be, I don't know what it is about this, man, about this character or this fight. It says here on the title of the video that I'm watching, Stage 6. Stage 6 boss, right? I wonder if this could be like a final boss. I don't know how Touhou games work. I don't know if Stage 6 is the last one, because this sounds so high stakes. Again, the attack notes. Look how intense they make everything. Where is it? It creates a sensation of physicality, of battle. Here. Bam, 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 bam. It's like a ton of bricks hitting you over and over again, right? Bam, 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 bam. And then repeating the melody. Yeah, he's repeating it again, but yet again in another key. So glorious, right? Man, it feels to me like you're witnessing something supernatural, something awe-inspiring and amazing, but at the same time, you're getting tossed around in this boss fight, you know? It's probably a hard boss fight. This is the same. It's the same sequence that I showed you, this one. You know, it's the same melody. He keeps changing key, and this is something that he does in other tracks as well. He doesn't necessarily just raise the key. Remember, I've explained before what raising the key means. You just replace the group of notes that you're using with an equivalent group, but just a step higher, or maybe like a couple steps higher, and it creates that sensation of an increase, right? There's an increase in excitement. But here, he's changing the key, but he's not simply raising the key. He's just changing to random keys, you know? So you don't get that sensation of a very clear, very definite increase, but you do get a sensation of change, a sensation of something dynamic and ever-changing, you know? Every time this melody repeats is in a different key, and it gives the sensation that the fight is like super dynamic and super involved and changing all the time. I was gonna say something else about, you know, remember before I talked about the sensation of something sci-fi and otherworldly in this track, something mystical? The instruments that he's choosing for this melody. Not so much now, actually, because now he's using the trumpets and the piano is going crazy, but in the first repetition of this melody, oh my god, cool. He's repeating the whole song, but with more hype, with trumpets and stuff. The first repetition of this melody, oh, so good, man. Wow. Dude, this might be one of my favorite Touhou tracks. One of my favorite Touhou tracks. Yeah, I want to show you the first repetition of the melody, because it has such a mystical sound to it, with long reverberating notes. It really gives the sensation of something mystical and spiritual, which is something that he often does, because these bosses are almost always like sorts of like spirits and yokai and stuff like that, right? It's coming. Such a mystical, spiritual sound. Yeah, the chromatic ascent, right? Yeah, here, listen to how echoey it sounds. Sounds mystical, spiritual, celestial. Again, like you're witnessing something awe-inspiring, right? Something majestic. And the guitar is, I didn't even mention the guitar. The guitar is there the whole time. Dude, might be one of my favorite Touhou tracks. I have a bunch of other videos just like this one on Touhou music. You can check them out over here on this playlist. Keep sharing your Touhou favorite tracks with me. After all, that's what this channel is all about. Sharing the music from the games that we love with each other. And remember, whenever you're ready to spread your wings and go on a music journey again, I'll see you there.